I am Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, Queen Consort of the United Kingdom and the Dominions, wife to King George VI. My journey as Queen began unexpectedly in 1936, following a whirlwind of events that changed the course of British history. I stood steadfast beside my husband during one of the most tumultuous eras the monarchy has ever faced, and I shall recount my story with candor and heart. When my husband, Albert, whom I lovingly called Bertie, ascended the throne as King George VI, it was under the shadow of his brother Edward VIII's abdication. The scandal shook the nation, and the responsibility of stabilizing the monarchy fell upon Bertie, a man who had never sought the crown. As his wife, I vowed to be his unwavering support. Together, we took on the weight of the crown with a sense of duty and resolve. The early days of our reign were challenging. Bertie struggled with a debilitating stammer, but his courage to address the nation inspired me and millions of our subjects. I encouraged him to work with Lionel Logue, a speech therapist whose unconventional methods became a turning point for Bertie. Witnessing his determination to connect with the people filled me with immense pride. The specter of war loomed heavily over Europe as Adolf Hitler's ambitions threatened peace. By 1939, the Second World War erupted, casting a dark shadow over our realm. During this time, I endeavored to play my part not just as Queen, but as a symbol of hope and resilience. I refused to leave London during the Blitz, famously declaring, "The children won't leave without me. I won't leave without the King. And the King will never leave." This sentiment bound me to the people of Britain, and I took great solace in their courage. Bertie and I visited bombed-out neighborhoods, speaking with families who had lost everything. I saw their spirit and shared in their grief, but I also saw their remarkable ability to endure. Buckingham Palace itself was bombed, and yet we remained, determined to stand with our people through every trial. My work with various charities, particularly for the welfare of servicemen and women, became a source of personal fulfillment. The end of the war in 1945 brought relief but also the beginning of a new chapter for Britain. The empire was changing, and our people sought to rebuild from the ashes. Bertie's health, however, was waning. The pressures of the war and his relentless dedication to duty had taken a toll. I stood by him, offering him strength as best I could, even as I watched his vigor fade. Our daughters, Elizabeth and Margaret, were growing into their roles within the royal family. I took great care to guide Elizabeth, knowing she would one day inherit the throne. Her marriage to Philip in 1947 brought joy to our lives, a beacon of hope for the future of the monarchy. In 1952, my beloved Bertie passed away. It was the most profound loss of my life, leaving me heartbroken and uncertain of my purpose. Yet, I resolved to carry forward his legacy. I took on the title of Queen Mother to distinguish myself from my daughter, now Queen Elizabeth II. My life remained dedicated to service, my love for Britain unyielding. As I reflect on those years, I see not just a time of struggle but also a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Through war and peace, joy and sorrow, I endeavored to embody the values of duty, compassion, and resilience. My story is intertwined with that of my family, my nation, and the countless individuals who inspired me to persevere through history's trials.